Cross-examine. Episode 60.
He always says it when I'm leaning over. So dumb. let me have a chance to like put that.
It's
shit
the
down.
whole thing. It's the thing now. It's the thing.
Yeah. It's the
Honestly,
thing.
I
Watch
didn't.
Justus lean over.
I wasn't even paying attention to you leaning over. I was just looking at the camera like, cross-examine. Episode 60.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just love talking about anime. You know what else I love talking about, Justus?
Restaurant to Another World.
Food. I love talking about food. You know what also has food? Restaurant to Another World. Thank you. You ruined it, Justus. I had the whole thing planned out and everything. Yo, nothing happened again. Wow. Actually, that pertains to this week's episode of Restaurant to Another World. There's another vampire. It got real weird real quick. She got very naked very quick. She's like, Demon Lord, take me. And then she just goes into the Restaurant to Another World. She's like, oh, other vampires. Like, there's like two factions of vampires. Like, oh, you're part of like the Doom faction. It's like, nah, bitch, we just regular vampires. What are you? Part of the Doom faction. Like, oh, yeah, that's not like a real vampire faction. That's just a made up one that vampires tell people. She's like, what? It's like, you're still cool. Jesus Christ, Justus.
Oh, it's not that loud. Just keep going. You drew attention to it.
No, I'm drawing attention to it. Oh, I was taking a drink of Coca-Cola. What that mouth do?
You want to draw attention to it? There you go.
Dude, there was an episode in Restaurants in Another World when those kids got the cheeseburgers and cola. That's literally must have been how they recorded. They're like, it's like, that's not how people drink Coca-Cola. Like, besides Justice, obviously, but.
I did it for emphasis.
That's a lie. That's how he drinks it. Every time we go to a restaurant, I'm very embarrassed going places with him.
You should see what it does do with the hot dog.
God. No, Restaurants in Another World. I mean, I won't spice it up. Now, there was one thing where, like, some of the girls you met earlier from last season, they get into a fight in the, like, they put emphasis on the show that one of the waitresses is, like, she's a dragon that lives on the moon. That's her thing, but she can speak telepathically to people. And every time people are about to fight, she just swoops in, like, you know Naruto, how they make shit look fast? Like, there's 3 lines on the screen, and it's like, out. For them, it's like, how do you demonstrate she's fast? Still frame, holding item, hand comes in the frame, grabs item, comes out of frame. Whoa, I can't believe she was that fast. Like, bitch, even I could have grabbed it faster than that. It's like, okay, fine, fuck, whatever. And no fighting in the restaurant, not whatsoever. That's about it. I love Restaurants in Another World. I think it's a nice slice of life. There literally nothing happened this week. Nothing of note happened this week to Restaurant in Another World. Oh, for anyone that's wondering, yes, we are slightly behind on uploading. Stuff happened, so now we're recording on a different day of the week. So we might be talking about, it'll be weird. It'll be weird for the next couple weeks, but next season should be back to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, we're recording this the day after that the Demon Slayer Season 2 has started with their 45-minute episode, or for the people that love the bitch and moan, the non-hour episode.
Yeah.
You saw it, though, and you said you liked it a lot, right?
Yes.
Or you think it's a good start to the arc?
Yes. They do a good job. It leads in. There may be. I'm just gonna say this, and then it's not gonna make sense. You're gonna watch the episode and go, "Oh, that makes sense." I will.
Someone get pegged?
No.
I heard Michael Jackson's a kid now.
Yes.
He was a woman then a kid. And
yeah. So I'm going to try to explain this in the most vague details ever. We'll talk about it more. Realistically, I was going to talk to you about dropping Deep Insanity and putting Demon Slayer in that slot, because I feel like that's the perfect place for it to go.
Listen, man, we only got like one more episode on it, so it's like...
Yeah, well, I mean...
You finish what you started. Don't try and switch it with something good. You could be the guy that watched the worst show of the season.
Yeah, but do I want to be?
Not all heroes wear
Yeah, some of them wear ropes.
God.
But to sum up Demon Slayer's 45-minute episode, I
heard
your boy is really gone. It's very sad.
Oh,
Tanjiro
he's not dead.
speaks with family.
I saw
sword guy mad. Sword guy very mad.
I saw a gif of him super pissed. Well, technically Tanjiro broke a sword he was just given, right?
Yeah.
Like he's only had it for like what? I think a week.
Yeah.
This time
like that.
It's like,
yeah.
If you think swords aren't hard to make, especially high quality swords, watch a video on Japanese sword making and just see how much fucking time that guy has got to spend making a sword.
Yeah, well, that's his job, so he can get over it. He's got employment.
So you're just gonna walk up to some architect and be like, nah, fuck your building.
One of the more powerful demon slayers, the
Hirashi.
Yeah.
He's the one
shows up, is very flashy.
Of that district, that's his whole thing.
I don't know. They just really are introducing him. Tries to steal women for a mission, throws one off the side of a wall, concedes that the other one will be worthless too, slaps her ass, takes the boys, doesn't elaborate. That's the episode.
Chad. Talk about a fucking Chad. Slaps ass, doesn't elaborate.
Yeah, so it's
you should make that a meme. r/anime memes.
It's probably already exists.
Probably.
So yeah, I mean, it's in the vaguest way possible. That was Demon Slayer's episode.
You know, I'm trying to think of how to say this without destroying it for people. Like
Rengoku's dad mad.
Rengoku's dad mad.
He may have punched Tanjiro in the face a couple times.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty vague, almost as vague as how many shards we have left to find in Jahy will not be defeated.
That didn't even make sense.
Let's fucking go. No. Let's fucking go.
He's so bad at these.
Fuck you. I'm trying. I was going to use the one when it's like Tanjiro's dad or Rengoku's dad is mad. I'm like, you know who else is mad? Jahy, because he can't find any stones. But I was like, I'm going to stick to my original thing. I'm going to stick to my original.
Get that in the drafts, my guy.
The fucking demon lord.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even like really a lord or anything. It's like, yo, we think she's a lord. Boom. See, she's a lord. I'm her second in command. Worship me.
Well, no, it's definitely established that she is basically a god. So,
but she's a bad god and a good god because in the newest episode, she's she helps that one basically fourth in command girl, the one that keeps making the traps and they just keep horribly fucking failing.
Yeah,
and she gives her good luck, and then that's it. They just don't elaborate more.
What she turns her pure white with that.
Kinda.
So that's supposed to be the magic spirit that created the actual.
But she's got this same
yes,
facial
that's we don't know.
Maybe the demon lords on both sides.
Maybe we don't know.
No, I think we know. I think the Almighty knows.
Could be twins,
dude.
The yin and yang kind of thing going on.
Is it yin and yang or yang and yin?
Stop it.
I'm just coming to
get some help.
Get some help. Subscribe to the channel. Click ding.
We ain't helping shit.
We're helping people feel better. And fuck.
Help. Yeah. Yeah. So the demon lord,
Demon Lord can eat so much fucking shit. Also, Jahy is a giant piece of shit. Hey, shopkeep. Yeah, I don't want to help you with whatever you're doing. Oh, Magic Girl, you want to help us test some food? Hold up. You didn't say food. Then
she works very hard and she doesn't get paid enough. And
she parkoured the fuck trying to get a fork. It's like, boop, 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 fork. Let's go.
Honestly, I would take advantage of that situation too. Imagine working your ass off when there's a restaurant that is very busy. It's always pretty packed. There's only two of you. Finally decides to hire someone. I would assume child labor laws because you hired a high schooler that somehow looks like an adult at times.
To be fair, sometimes Jahy is a child helping out.
Yeah, but she's not actually a child.
Also, both of them technically aren't citizens. They don't have any citizenship there, so they're legally working.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
That's an American thing. You leave Japan out of this.
Yeah.
We hire illegals.
And
man, that's gonna be a controversial statement.
Barely has enough money to make rent and feed herself.
Dude, to be fair, that futon did look comfy as fuck. That futon started making me sleep in my sleeping bag again. Because it's a 0 degree sleeping bag, so I'll crack the window because it's only 10 degrees outside. It's super fluffy, and I'm like,
I'll just sleep in my bed and like enjoy my comforter.
But I still listen. Okay, so my listen. My it's gonna sound so bad either way I say it. So I have my bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Atop my bed, I put my sleeping bag, right? And then inside my sleeping bag, I have my comforter.
It sounds like a giant cum sock with extra steps.
To be determined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
No, but even more than episode, just Jaya going like, yo, maybe if I make her put some meat in this, maybe she'll buy it because I never get to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I got beef with it, right? No, well, I guess it worked out. I didn't mean for that to be beef. Leave me alone. She's like, I can't afford beef, but looks at Wagyu. It's like, there's a reason why you can't fucking afford it. It's like $50 a pound. Look at the cheap shit like 2 aisles over.
What Wagyu is cheaper there than it is here.
No, but still on the show, they're like, oh, it's like $30. It's like, I'm sure there's cheaper beef than just buying Wagyu. I am sure of it. To be fair, we live in the Midwest, so we are very blessed to have $1.99 high-beam meat.
Yeah.
Which is fucking terrible.
You saw that Costco video? When they went over to the meat section, 90% of that shit was like Wagyu.
Yeah, that's true. We don't get it. I think you asked me later, okay, do you have that at Costco? I'm like, no, we just don't have it readily available at our Costco.
Bullshit.
I want Wagyu and I want it now. When we sell it in like 10-pound like orders and it's like $200 something.
Stupid.
Or it's like $1,000. I don't know what it is. It's very, very expensive.
Stupid.
Jahy could live so much cheaper. I feel like cereal would be cheaper over there.
Breakfast isn't like overly popular though.
I'm just thinking of cheap ways she could survive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at one point she was literally only eating bean sprouts. So
that's true. Like when it's like the episode of Cowboy Bebop. It's like, what is he made? Broccoli and beef. Where's the beef? It's broccoli and beef without the beef. Such as broccoli. It's like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Broccoli and beef.
Yeah.
And not a lot other than that happened in Jaya, minus the little girl at one point for the fourth in command, the one that sets traps. It's like, you're such a nice gal or boy, and it just walks away. It's like, are we now questioning whether or not she's a boy or girl? Because I'm 99% sure it's a woman.
It's definitely a woman.
Definitely a woman on there. I don't know where Jaya's going to go towards the end of the season because I feel like they're just going to try and do another season with it. So maybe they'll add another character. Maybe not because we're on what, episode 19?
17?
17?
Yeah.
What, like
20?
20? So maybe a time to add one character at the very end. And then that's about it. Oh, I guess there was the fight between Daruji and Magic Girl over who loves Jaya more. And Daruji is obviously just like, oh, no, I'm thinking of the part when they're in the bar. It's like, why is Jaya being so nice? Why is she being mean to her? She used to be mean to me. Wait a minute. Maybe Jaya is being mean to her to sub-torture me. Oh, I'm getting off to this. It's like, Daruji, no, that's not what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, she
Stop.
needs to like
chill.
Calm, horny.
Bonk. Horny jail.
Yeah.
Daruji's best character. Fight me.
The boss can throw a mean right hook in her sleep, though.
Oh my god, Jahy's got the fucking shit kicked out of her in her sleep.
Did you notice how quickly in that shot that the landlord just moved to the wall in the corner? Where, like,
yeah, it's
she
like
knows.
It's like because they were all asleep. It just really seems like they should communicate more.
Yeah,
just like Komi can't.
Stop it. Stop it, please.
That was a good transition.
It hurts.
That was a good transition. Also, I got to point out something.
Mm-hmm.
We got a beach episode, boys. Mission fucking accomplished.
It hasn't aired yet, though. Right?
No, it's aired.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
I told you not to.
No, I thought we weren't watching.
There's literally a Discord message being like, just so you know.
Listen, boys, there's no beach episode this week.
Back it up.
Okay, so the murderous girl.
Yeah.
What was her name? I didn't write it. Listen, Komi Can't Communicate is a great fucking show, right? Beautifully fucking animated. Story is beautiful. Music's beautiful. Then they're like, yo, this
People
woman
are
loves
scary.
Komi so much, she's going to fucking murder people. And it's like, hold the phone. Like, and they treat it like, nah, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
She literally, I didn't know what the fuck happened at the beginning of the episode because you see Tondo, Tondo.
Mm-hmm.
He's just walking to school, doing the, oh, finally it's a me thing. And then he just gets kidnapped. And I'm like, oh.
I don't know.
Tondo, no.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, Tondo. He is what I say he is.
Yamai.
And then Yamai shows up in that episode. And she's like, I love Komi. And then it gets super sexual. Like, I just want to pin down Komi and lick her. And it's like, hold up. You want to what? You want to what the Komi? And I think that went on for maybe a solid 5 fucking minutes. And then finally you cut back to Tondo. And he's just tied up, basically BDSM style. Like he's hog tied down, gag in his mouth, and just like fucking tape over it in her closet where there's just hundreds of pictures of, or no, not in her closet yet. He's just in the living room with hundreds of pictures of Komi all around of her cutting herself out to kiss Komi.
Mm-hmm.
And you spend the whole episode of like, Komi, I would fucking murder someone for you. Komi, I would tie you up and lick your hair. No, she did lick her hair at one point. A hair fell in her mouth and she started licking the shit out of it. And it's like, oh, this is pretty weird. She even put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yes.
Listen, man, she's got problems.
Yes, she does.
Horribly mental problems.
There's some crazy characters because you also get introduced to
her mom and dad.
Yes,
which is forever 17.
Yeah, MILF mom,
which is,
and then
the thing is, I love how they introduce her. It's just Komi's mom there, says nothing. It's like, Komi, is that your mom? She drops it. She's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh shit, she can talk. She's totally different than Komi. Minus she is still beautiful and
kind of cringy, and Komi just can't handle it because she's over there in the corner being like, stop it.
I just love her cat ears and like her shaking like wide eye animation. And then you find out, well, why is she so quiet if her mom talks all the time? Yo, her dad and her, it's like, and that's all their interaction is. They don't say a fucking goddamn. Well, he does say 3 words?
Yeah.
How was your day? And then,
yeah,
even the background people like, yo, that's a handsome man. I would marry him. It's like, yo, is Komi's dad a dilf? Is that what his Just sounds so bad saying, listen, you got to back me up. You got to say something. No, I can't talk about this whole episode like that.
Komi's dad looks like a dude that's like totally NTR'd the shit out of his wife.
He is Jack though too. Did you see her brother? Her brother's just casually in the background. Doesn't say a fucking goddamn thing. He's just there.
He says something later though.
Does he? Or
yeah, that was the setup for the beach stuff. He was like, I think asked what she was doing.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, but the episode. I'm sorry, I watched all of it at one go last night.
Mm-hmm.
You saw there was
Didn't even read the message I had sent you. You messaged me afterwards asking about Jahy.
Did you ask? Did I confirm? Did I confirm anything? I don't think I confirmed anything.
Only the Jahy stuff, but literally the day before. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but Komi has an extra episode out, so we'll only be talking about 4, 5, and 6, not 7. Never acknowledged goes for Jahy. We're watching 17 or 18.
Listen. Zoom in on me, editor Matt, which you won't fucking do. I know you won't. But there, that's my signal to know to zoom in on me.
Yeah, okay.
I can't confirm nor deny any of these allegations. Justus can't prove shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's like Justus isn't gonna edit this. I guess I gotta edit all this,
Joke's on you. I can just download it and edit it in later.
Fuck you.
I can replace the file.
No, but you saw the episode where they're going to get Komi an outfit.
Mm-hmm.
They go to get her dressed up.
Yeah.
And I love everyone's outfit choice. And just I don't think, what's her name? Tondo's, or his name. They did confirm he's a guy.
No.
Didn't they?
No.
He's like, what are you doing going to the girls' dressing room? And then he went with him. which is confirmed. He's a boy.
No.
Listen, man.
No.
He's confirmed that.
Literally just, it's a voice act by a woman. And even when you look up, like, it's like, we don't know. They haven't said. But
you gotta watch the beach episode. You have to fucking watch
I'll
the
get
beach
around
episode.
to it. But
You need to watch it tonight so we can fucking talk about it.
So
Please, for the love of God, watch it tonight.
She went with like a weird one that they immediately were like,
yo,
no,
this
you're
is
not
too
allowed.
fucking neat.
Yeah.
She had like a teddy bear shirt or fucking.
No, that wasn't her. That was the dog chick.
Oh, I thought that was Osuna.
No, whatever
Childhood
ones they
friend.
had, they didn't even like show it until the very end, which was kind of fashionable, but like too much.
Yeah, too slutty. Well, the one the weird girl made her try on, wasn't that like pretty like
Yamai?
wasn't that pretty skimpy?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, our boy Tondo was like, "Yo, he noticed the dress that she saw at the front, and she liked it. He's like, I think she'll like this." And of course, everyone's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Komi fucking hides herself. It's like, Komi, what do you want? It's like, boop, 10. Oh, I fucking love Komi. Can't communicate.
He did a good job.
They're
Can
gonna
tell
fall.
that
They're
kinda,
gonna fall in love. They're already in love so much.
when they're at her place,
fucking baby.
Osuna leaves, and it's just like, I'll just go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
A high school.
I lied. Let's see what they do. It's
Where you
like
mix it fun
20
of, like,
minutes
high
later.
school girl and boy by themselves. No way, they're not gonna try something.
They don't.
It's like, don't you feel awkward? It's like, no, Komi and I were just getting along, just vibing.
Yeah.
Komi does say a few words, I think, between those episodes.
Yes.
She manages to get out, what, like a total of 4?
No, she says a full sentence.
Very, very roughly.
Yeah, but she does. It was on the phone.
I went swimming, boom, sense.
No. Are we going to talk about Librarian?
What?
Are we going
Oh, man, fucking beefcake librarian that's obviously on some fucking drugs. That librarian was just like muscly dude in like a woman's outfit tutu dress thing. It was a woman apparently, but it didn't even point out. Oh no, wait, hang on. Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's like our boy has zero attention span. He's just over there, and what was the first thing he got caught for? He was yelling. Then he gets hit. Then he tells a joke, and then he gets hit, and then I think Tondo gets hit too.
Mm-hmm.
And then they play fucking Jenga in the library as the librarian's watching, and it's just like, oh shit's getting real.
Yeah,
he does
that
it.
was the third strike because
Well,
it gets knocked over. They all got hit.
Yeah, Komi's like, I'll play it too. It's like, Komi, you want me to play? It's like, okay, I'll play. They all get fucking smacked.
Mm-hmm.
He still did good on the test. They didn't get like what, C's or around that?
Yeah.
Like C plus, B minus.
There were so many characters even within these 3 episodes because you have I'm just gonna quickly go over it and then we'll move on. You have parents that you meet, crazy strong librarian, insane lovebird that like kidnaps, a rival. We didn't even talk about her.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that rival
Pink-haired
that loses at
Yadano.
everything.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I'll just be better, and
I'll be
like,
taller than Komi, not taller. I'll have a better BMI than Komi. I don't have a better BMI. Wait, I'm skinnier. Wait, but I'm also shorter, so I'm fatter, so my BMI is still what it was. And then she tries to like compete with her in a sport like running.
Komi's fast.
Komi is freakishly fast. She's just like meh, 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 meh.
Yeah, and
that's what this show is. The show's so fucking over the top. Like even like we're gonna run 50 meters to make it look like the hardest fucking thing in the world. Komi's like, yeah.
And then even at the very end of it, we meet basically a Chunibyo, like the cringe, like, oh, I live in the dark world.
I forgot about that shit. Because that's when they do Tondo's cringe arc where he tries to be like a badass, like,
yeah, and then
yo, what's up?
I'll just be normal.
I'm just gonna be normal from now on.
Yeah. And
his test scores were all normal. Like he averaged everything.
Yeah. So that ended up being kind of wholesome near the end because Komi was supportive and was still willing to be a friend.
Yeah.
Which was super nice.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! Some of the characters need to
the saddest. Well, some of the saddest parts is when Komi thought she was gonna not be friends with Tondo because he almost got killed because of her, and she's like crying. He's like, no, because Komi said, "I choose my friends," which was the thing that saved the day. And then Tondo's like, "No, I choose my friends." And it's like,
oh, that's nice.
And then he
goes,
fuck.
Cringe.
It's a literally God, that girl almost assassinated him, just like her assassin kills people, and world's finest assassin gets reincarnated.
You try. I'll give you that. You try.
God, we talked about Komi for like a solid 10 minutes. It was pretty fucking...
Look, we didn't even get to the barber or any of them.
Oh, shit. We need to talk about the barber.
Yeah.
Komi can communicate through... She literally looked at the magazine ahead in the store, brought the magazine with her, and she knew what to point to communicate.
Yeah.
Apparently the barber knows Komi. It's like, oh my God, the barber can talk without communicating. And it's like, no, Komi just literally gets the same thing every single fucking time.
Also, so far, why is it that all the women adults look like absolute babes?
Dude,
there's
fucking...
no reason the barber needs to look like that.
Well, most female, listen, I'm just saying I met a lot of hot barbers. But just saying.
My barber's gay. He's
listen,
a balding dude that's I cut hair for 20 years.
I cut all my hair off.
Shout out to Jason. He's a nice guy.
I had a new barber as a coworker. Shout out to you, Ivan. You the best. I need my hard drive back. Still has my 2 terabyte hard drive. I need that. No, but no woman will be better than Oba. Love you, babe.
Next week.
Listen, I just want someone that's way taller than me and does the whole thing when she puts her hand on the top of the door frame, that just said something. Gets me going.
Something exciting about a woman who
Oba, paint me like one of your French hippos.
World's finest assassin.
Remember my crossover I did. Insert it again. Dude, the world's finest assassin is getting so fucking good.
They do a great job of
connecting his skills.
Well, not only that, but the characters that you do see, the impact that he's made on them. Because Maha, though we do get a little harem-y, world's finest assassin goes to another world to create a harem.
Here's looking at you, redo a healer.
Yeah.
Listen, her outfit was a little too skimpy. Listen, I like skimpy, but in my experience,
at one point, Maha was just wearing latex. It murdered a man in the roof, No. They tortured
the
man.
fuck out of that man. Murdered him. No, I put some toxin on this so he'd fucking pass out so we can peel off his fingernails.
Secured him in the ceiling. She was just wearing latex.
There is a whole thing of what is savior syndrome. If someone saves you, typically they'll fall in love. Usually it's not for a long time, but Maha is full on going even that scene when someone tries to attack her girls that are shopping, it's yo, you touch my girls, I'm gonna fucking murder you. You tell everyone. Dude, I love what they did with her character. They didn't just make her
I like that we get to see the other girls. The
other how they've grown and done other things, and they're working for her now. So he's established a relationship of I've brought her in, but it's been a stronger bond because she works for me to help protect her girls. And she does love him. But that scene when they're in bed, it's when he listen, this is a
I've never had this issue.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
Never?
Never.
Man, you're just gonna jerking the gherkin, huh? Listen, this is sex education with cross-examine. Insert graphic that I'm not gonna put in. Listen, when boys get to a certain age, there's this thing where too much sperm is built up in the balls. And your body just releases it if you don't release it yourself.
Called a wet dream.
Wet dream, yep. They even explain it in the show, which is kind of cool that they actually give some education.
It's the first time you've ever seen the character embarrassed.
Yeah, because he's never embarrassed before that. And she's like, what's that smell? And it's like, oh God. Immediately, I think the top comment on Crunchyroll was like, yo, man, we all know what that smell is.
Yeah, both Tart and Maha were like, because they're like sleeping in bed with him.
Yeah, they're like, what's that smell? He's like, listen, I used too much magic. I gave in to my dreams.
Yeah,
and
every
like,
excuse.
The best part about that one is like, listen, master, we need someone to relieve that tension. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Maha's like, I'm here too. It's like, guys, you fucking sluts. Just
also,
stop.
like 2 scenes prior, Maha established that like is adopted and is like supposed to be your brother at this point.
I'm your sister, but I can also be your lover. That is a quote from her. This little fucking slut. Listen, Maha, you're not don't whore yourself out.
Yeah, look, we
She's still a
saved you
virgin.
from being a whore.
That's true.
Like,
she was saved. Get one of the other girls. They know what they're doing by now. Stop it.
But
one of them is of age.
Yeah, so you get kind of some of that stuff.
That like nice,
relaxing. You meet the butt ugliest woman in the entire world.
Oh my God. They purposely made her look like the eyes look pretty. Then she took off the mask and was like, oh, hold up, baby. This is COVID season. Put that back on.
Yeah. He creates a moisturizer, basically.
No, this is how it goes down. Hey, Justus. Medicine's a thing, right?
Yes.
You know, everyone sells medical stuff, right? You know, it's cosmetics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what your skin needs? It needs a Laura Vera by Lord Baylorella. Fuck, that sounded so much better in my head. That's literally his pitch. He's like, I made this thing called moisturizer. And then she's a total fucking cunt the entire time.
Yeah, and then she tries it and she's like, I'll give you this.
I still hate you, you fucking bastard child. I'd say I'd kill you. But if I can have more moisturizer, it's like, you fucking bitch. And it's a huge hit. You can imagine it'd be a huge hit. Because imagine moisturizer, what, like 300 years before moisturizer was a thing?
I mean, imagine shampoo 300 years before it was a thing.
That's true. I think shampoo's been established in this world already, right?
Kind of, yes.
That's kind of weird because if shampoo's established, I feel like moisturizer's almost established. Should have been established. I don't know.
I mean, there's a difference between the soaps and then the like.
But at least he does like they do such a good job, kind of like how Death Note. I mean, granted, that's a gold standard show, where they're like, we're gonna explain how this works, but we're not gonna make a whole episode about it. But they still pay attention enough detail that it's explained.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay,
which is by the way why, because he creates the moisturizer. It's a huge hit. It's why they eventually Maha and Tart end up torturing someone because of
they
course,
send assassins to like find out the secret.
Like cosmetic companies essentially are like, we want that. Kill this man and find out why.
And then like you even find out later like he did this to then up soybean production, so his hometown can sell soybeans at a ridiculous price and be set for life. Like one guy's like, oh, I bought like 2 cows.
Everyone was like, my guy over here got 2 cows.
2 cows. I did sit there and was like, yo, the motherfucker got 2 cows. Like, people that don't know, like, the Dark Ages, like, that's a big fucking deal. 2 fucking cows.
I thought it was kind of funny. We do see Dia again, who is
his love interest? Dude, my boy wants to fucking get some. He's even like, wow, you've improved. You learn spells without me. That boy flew across the country to see this woman once a month. Mm-hmm. That's a man right there. That's a man worth keeping. And she immediately gets depressed when he leaves. She's like, oh, I want to see him again. He's like, I want to see her too.
It does kind of, it's established on episode 1 that she will come and join him because she was part of the
like group that was infiltrating.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're about to, because we're on episode what? They're about to, listen, last time my internet cut out, so I don't know what happened in the most recent episode. Did you watch it?
The most recent? Was it episode 10?
I think. The one when they're about to go assassinate that guy?
Oh, no. I watched that one because that was part of it.
Was it? My internet cut out. So you can talk about it. I don't care. You can spoil it because I know what's going to happen.
That man fucking died.
What?
Dude, so
how easy was it to kill him?
Very.
Really? They were just like...
So he puts back on his disguise.
Yeah, he goes back. So I guess the moisturizer thing ends.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back home. He meets his mother. One important thing is he's like,
Mom totally wants to see his dick.
His mom totally wants to see his dick. He's like, let's see how much you grown. It's like,
by the way,
bitch.
Tart is a fucking snitch. She's like, I'll tell you everything.
Out of all the things, he trusts her. And she fucking threw him under the fucking bus. Can't tell this bitch anything. And then at one point, his mother was like, yo, I got some brides for you. You know, pick one out. I picked the best. He's like, if anything, I'm just going to have kids with Tart. And Tart's like,
and she's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. And then Tart's over there like, I mean, maybe it's not too early for kids.
She's like getting embarrassed when she literally just explained, yo, I'll suck your dick to help you off so you don't fucking wet yourself anymore.
Yeah. The dad also does give an ultimatum where he's like, if you want to
be a businessman, you can.
Mm-hmm. He still, of course, chooses to be an assassin. And then
I feel like that was just another test, maybe. I mean, his dad was probably genuine.
I mean, I would assume like all of them are given the option of like, here's something that you can do outside and not have the weight, because technically everything you've done up to that has all been within the assistance of like, have you killed someone technically, but you theoretically killed someone who was already dead at that point, like being prisoners who are set to be executed.
Fuck, if only they knew in another 300 years you can give an 18-year-old Camaro and they'll go kill people for fucking days.
Yeah. Welcome to the military, my boy. So,
use the code cross-examine for an extra 2-year enlistment. Please don't.
Look, I'd be surprised if that works. Yo, government, give me my kickback, bitch.
What's that kickback?
But
sure, you're gonna pay double tax. No, but what happens in the newest episode? I never watched. You can spoil it for days. So they go.
Is given his first official assassin job by his father. They go and they scout themselves. There's drugs, of course. That's basically what the dude's doing, selling military stuff.
Maybe I saw half of that because I think the episode quit because they meet that little girl that's selling jams, and the jams have drugs in them, right?
And then he saves the mother, basically uses a spell.
And that bitch about to die anyways. So.
He saves her by using a spell that cuts the mental withdrawals. The physical withdrawals will it will get better. She won't have the direct drive. She'll probably have like shakes and stuff.
It's cool.
Excuse me.
Golf clap, everybody in chat. Right, burp if you heard that.
God,
you burp.
They go and meet the individual. He's meant to be the salesperson for the moisturizer. So realize that the wife is a lovely lady. The man. Definitely a douche. Eventually, there's a party later in the night, and even the guy who sets it up, the count, openly admits where he's like, "Look, I'm sorry that I kind of have to use you this way," and it's like, "No, it's fine." With what happens with stuff like this, I'm trying to get something out of it too. Eventually, they go to leave. It's the end of the night. He's like, we've already tracked him. Like, we know that at the very end of the night, he likes to drink the last little bit of his wine while looking up at the moon. So the guy goes out on his veranda and stares up at the moon. The guy has pretty strong magical, like, mana himself. So what does Luke do? He's like, if normal people, it would be a challenge to kill them. Or it wouldn't be a challenge to kill them with magic. He's got a pretty significant amount, kind of like me. It'd be way more challenging. It's a good thing I've got a titanium bullet. And then he summons the gun with this fucking sniper and literally pops him in the head from 200 meters away. And it's like, all right, we're done here. You do have a little bit of a conflicting thing because the wife that he thought was nice actually, like, comes running out and he can see from the distance her like sobbing over his dead body, and that's the first time her too. That's the first time an assassination has ever like affected him like that.
Listen, he's been assassinating people for like 50 years, and that's the first time he's like, ooh, come on.
I think the problem is, and he even explains it, the reason why is this is the first time he's ever done an assassination for himself, like to reach his own goals and his own needs instead of just following orders. That's why it's different for him.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool character development that you get to see. Something interesting.
Cool character development is him pissing himself in bed.
Oh, no. Also, at one point, with Maha, because Maha is there with him, that helps with the assassination, because she gets all of the information for it. They have a very mature conversation in the cart, because he's talking about like lovers and stuff like that, and she brings up the fact that Tart is very much in love with him. He's like, yeah, but that's just kind of not me. He expresses that he wants to marry Dia. And Maha also kind of like gives away the goose that she loves him too. And
what is it? He could be a polygamist? I don't know.
No, basically it's like having mistresses on the side. And it was one of those things where, especially for the time, like that's stuff that happens all the time. It's not technically illegal or anything like that.
Were you there? Were you there at those times? Did you confirm?
No, but we can easily like look at that shit.
History is fake.
Yeah, whatever. Wait till you see my moon base. But for individuals that are supposed to be like 15, 16 years old, it was a very mature conversation about like love and what
our dude is like 75 at this point.
Interested, even in Maha's case, where it's like, I love you. I know you quite don't love me back that way.
The bitch grew up on the streets.
They actively talk about how when he was in the town with them setting up the moisturizer business,
L'Oreal, yep.
After he had the wet dream, he would occasionally visit brothels to relieve himself. He never had them do anything.
He would? Man, that dude can just go in the bathroom just jerking out. Why is he going to get an STD? He's going to get an STI. Yeah. Protect yourself, kids.
Yeah. There were one of those, like, even people down in the comments were like, that was surprisingly, like, mature. Of course, the conversation is a little, like, fantasy-esque.
Yeah.
But in realms of, like, people being super embarrassed with stuff like that would normally be the case, but it was, like, a pretty mature conversation. So, all right, we can move on to space vampires.
We can't move on to space vampires.
Why?
Because she can't move on from her emotions, just like Irina can't move on from her emotions.
Why? I did the like announce you whatever.
Listen, man, I'm
what?
not.
I didn't watch it.
You're telling me not to be me. Wait, you didn't watch it for real?
I watched everything. I've watched way more anime than you this entire week.
You watched one episode more than me this entire week.
No.
What?
You forget I watched all of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, but I watched Restaurant to Another World.
Yeah,
which was 4 episodes.
Nobody gives a shit about
Wow. Listen, man, I'm sorry that I picked good shows that have like 7.0 and you pick 1.0 shows.
Mm-mm.
Tell me how many stars right now that World's and something.
Deep Insanity?
Deep Insanity.
Don't even know the name.
Yeah, because it's so shit.
5?
That wasn't a very confident. 5 point what?
I mean,
is it a 4 point something?
4.9. It's close to a 5. It's close to average. Its popularity is number 30, like 3,298. So it's pretty popular.
Yeah, give it a month. See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
See what Restaurant to Another World is, huh? Let's see, huh? That's hot.
That's hot.
I'm surprised people are still watching this. So Irina, Vampire Cosmonaut, as Justus looks up the most superior show of the season. Yo, Irina wants a fucking dick. I'm just saying that.
No.
I want her to be happy. I want her to be happy that she is happy, but I know it's not going to happen. Lem's going to get in the fucking rocket ship. It's going to go up. It's going to blow up. And then that's going to be it. I guarantee you
that man is totally part vampire now, by the way.
Oh yeah, his eyes in that one scene, it's like, because weren't his eyes normally blue and then sometimes they're purple now, especially when the moon's out?
I don't remember.
Like, Irina the vampire cosmonaut. So far what's happened is Irina's actually done her space flight. Rocket's gone up into space. It was kind of tense, but because it's only like, what, episode 7 or 8? It's like, well, she'll live. I feel like she's going to live at this point if they haven't killed her already. She goes up. Everything goes fine. And then, she's the first person ever to experience, what's this thing called 0G? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they knew 0G, or they probably knew. I don't know. I don't know what they knew and what they didn't know. But she experiences 0G. She's like, oh, what's this weightlessness?
The popularity for Restaurant to Another World is only 600 more, by the way.
Oh, 600 more. Oh, so a better show. What's the rating, huh? What's the rating there, buddy?
6.2.
See? Better show. Better. To be fair, it probably doesn't deserve more than a 6. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Justus. It doesn't deserve any more than a 6.
6 is still just under fine.
It is a fine show. Just like Irina is a fine gal.
I accidentally clicked on it. Now it won't let me. I wish you could like deselect. Now it's just gonna forever sit under plan to watch because I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. And so that's
what if you click on the drop down, then close the tab?
No, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, it's okay. No, but you know what I mean in Irina. So Irina, I think is how you say her name. She goes up. She comes back down. You see Lem going to save her. I thought that dude straight up broke his... Sorry, Lev. But I straight up thought he broke his leg because he fell off and they made it like, oh, here's this close-up of him bashing his knee. And it's like, nah, he didn't break. He just hurt it. It's like, that totally looked like a break. That dude fell off at like 40 miles an hour at an odd angle and just bashed his knee in. But he does find her. They have that cute moment of them sitting under, the parachute side by side. Then they hear the rest of the army show up and they're like, okay, we'll scoot away. Because after that, it's just a couple bureaucracy episodes of, Lev is back in the running and now he's been picked to be one of the cosmonauts to go up in the spaceship.
Rosa, who has always been the bitch, like cosmonaut.
She does turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
After almost fucking dying.
And having her life be saved by Lev.
Yeah.
And then realizing that maybe Irina was way more strong-willing than her.
Yeah. That's how you know a show's good. Whenever you tell... This is the whole thing in cinema. When you show or tell the audience something, there has to be a payoff of it. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing from episode, I think 1 or 2, when they do the whole... When you're falling in the parachute and you're spinning, it's very dangerous. It then paid off here. And, Lev stepped up to the plate. Saved her, and he got a whole bunch of praise for that because he's been promoted like 4 times and demoted 4 times or
something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, and he, especially like in the USSR era, he just would have been fucking taken out and shot. Like,
didn't explain, by the way, he was released and got to watch the takeoff because it was found out that the centrifuge was sabotaged. The guy, he eventually finds out that it was his close friend who did it. It was on the orders of the bastard old dude. And they totally did the dirty thing. Where it's like, well, what are they going to do with whatever his name was? Like, I don't know, Michael or some shit like that. It's not here directly on the list. They're like, no one by that name exists in the UKZR. It's like, ooh, that man's dead.
Yeah, or no, I think they said no one existed in that program.
Yeah, well,
they totally shot him.
Yeah.
To be fair, like 1 episode later or 2 episodes later, Irina almost gets run over by like one of the former security guards. Like, why would you do this? She's a threat to state secrets. Don't kill me. I knew it. And then just fucking shot the dude. Like, the show is definitely turning over a darker leaf, which is why I'm like, listen, either Lev's going to die in that rocket or the other dude, the number 1 running candidate's going to go up in the rocket. It's going to explode and they're going to give up. And Lev and her will just, to be fair, she still knows now, like, she wants to live, to be with Lev, and she's like, am I useful still? Can I be useful? I'm useful, right? And just like me, she is not useful anymore. But, there's not much else she can give him. She told him all the things about in space. They made new, preparations to better prepare for space.
Yeah, she's supposed to be going somewhere else to help with
she's going to
missions.
Sangrad, which is supposed to be Stalingrad.
Yeah.
Which is now St. Petersburg. Oh, wait, that's Leningrad. In real life, Leningrad is now. Because they got rid of all those, we're not communists anymore. Well, we're going to rename Leningrad and Stalingrad. But she's going to, the main capital to speak with the committee, which means if it's, real life USSR, if you do anything that you fuck up in, the Kremlin, they'll just take you downstairs and shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like is going to happen. I feel like, if none of their astronauts, I feel like they're going to keep her there. If none of the astronauts make it, they'll be like, hey, we've paired forces with the vampires and we have the first person that went to space. And if they pass, then they'll just kill her off. So I don't know.
Yeah. I
feel like
4 episodes left in the show.
I almost guarantee Lev's going to die. And the reason why the show is called Irina, the vampire cosmonaut, is because she is a vampire cosmonaut. But that's what they're going to title her as in the papers when they announce that she was the first in space.
I don't think he's going to die. Because at this point, what is the point of Lev, who has totally become a vampire?
Thicken the plot.
Maybe my theory is the dude that is the best, which I think his name is actually Mikhail, tall dude.
Yeah. Douche.
Kind of. He definitely plays both sides.
Definitely a douche. Once a douche, always a douche.
He's going to break something right before launch, and Lev will go.
Well, he's already showing some fears of the flight.
Yes, but Lev will be the only one left. He'll go, and when they do the examination at the very end, they'll realize he's a vampire, which means that the only 2 they've ever sent are both vampires. And then they'll announce a joint success that they've been able to successfully do it twice.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like that is the optimistic outcome, that they both get to bask in the glory and
let's get shot in the back.
Each other. Yeah.
Called it now.
Let's not. Let's hope not.
Also, housekeeper, looking out for our boys. Twice she's been there when people really vulganate her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What's next week, Justus?
What's next week? Wow, I'm so glad you asked that right after I closed out that
My
portion of the
senpai is
document.
annoying. Blue period. So Oba's going to be, hopefully she's in those episodes. Deep Insanity, The Lost Child, which Justus gets to finish up watching. Platinum N, which I'm not interested in the show anymore.
Really?
Listen, man. I thought it was going to be way better when they're like, yo, creators of Death Note. And I'm like, okay, come on. And then Sakugan, which I really want to pre-order that model kit. It looks so good. I didn't know if you actually had to...
No, I was just well, we could have at least said bye.
Oh, I thought we were just going to end it with the quiet.
Oh, I mean, you can.
Is that what
thanks for watching. That's kind of it. If somewhere we'll have to slice in Demon Slayer.
Next week?
Yeah.
So we're going to... Next week we'll actually talk about the hour episode, and then we'll have an episode to watch because we're going to be recording on Mondays. So we'll have...
I feel like, bear with me.
Like an American citizen? Like an American citizen.
Shut up. I feel like it needs to go on the C list. We will continue talking about Deep Insanity because it's already on episode 9. We'll let 3 episodes build up for Demon Slayer.
Why not do it on the A list? Because there's room.
We'll only have 2 episodes to talk about.
Well, we can also talk about the hour episode in detail.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Cool. Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.